UltraFine, and it is the double ring that's in sterling silver. Wow, is this ever cool? I actually have it on. Because I just thought it was so pretty, and I love UltraFine. So Patrizia Kozra is about to be with me. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get to say goodbye to Caroline. Caroline, bye! I get to have new guests all the time. This is the UltraFine 950 silver double ring. Sterling silver. What do we love about it? Because it's not 925 silver, so it is shinier. It's bigger, better, badder, and deafer, as it were. If you're somebody who loves silver, and I do, this is where you go for the creme de la creme. 4 easy payments of $12.18, $24 and change off, and you're choosing size 4 to 11. It is a way that you get to just love on the silver. It looks like 2 rings. It looks like 2 domed rings. You have one that is completely high polish and delicious. And then you have another one that is this beautiful half-ribbed design. Always reminds me of like a little bit of a croissant. J420130, maybe I'm just hungry. They're attached, they're connected, they're graduated, so it starts out nice and wide and juicy and then graduates and gets a little bit slimmer as we go down to the underside. But check that out. That half ribbing never stops. It's not like they quiet it on the underside. So they continue with the integrity of that half ribbing all the way around that ring. Patrizia, so nice to see you.
UltraFine loves you too.
I love it. I love it. You know I do. I saw this and I was like, oh, be still my heart.
You know, I was listening to you talking about your gold, you know, and how you used to save all your nickels and dimes. I love it because I used to do the same thing, so I kind of feel a little connection.
We're the same. We fell in love with gold first, and then we had to move over to silver. I think I grew into silver, and like these UltraFine hoops are coming up. Could we please all of this? Like this is everything right here, right? Like that's a story, don't you think?
It really is. And, you know, UltraFine in itself is a story, right? So when we talk about sterling silver, which is fabulous. I love our jade jewelry. You know, I love our other pieces, but UltraFine is really special in the fact that it is 95 parts pure silver. So usually when you have your sterling silver jewelry, it's 92.5 parts pure silver.
Right.
UltraFine is like the Ferrari of silver. I say this, I always feel so like, you know, a little cliche saying it over and over, but it really is. It is that whiter, brighter, tarnish resistant, hypoallergenic, beautiful alloy that gives you that durability and again, that sparkle. All made in Italy from start to finish. So the ring, Rachel, I'm in love with.
Yep.
And I love that you love it too. And there's a lot of really interesting talking points to it. In the fact that it is a casted piece. So when you go to Italy, you know, there's 2 places you go. You know, the earrings that we're going to have coming up, those are made in Arezzo. The ring in particular here is made in Vicenza. And that's because where casted pieces are perfected. So this is a casted piece. And what's really beautiful about this ring in itself is that you have that texturing and then you have that high polish. So a lot of the time we have diamond cutting in pieces, which is fabulous and I love it. But to have that actual texturing, to have that fluidity, you know, right next to the high polish really brings out the life of the UltraFine in itself. So again, something that is making a statement that is going to be very, very comfortable on your finger just because of the way that it is made. When you come in on the inside, you'll notice that there are actually kind of almost like rings and domes on the inside that are going to hold the ring in place. But again, there is that domeness on the inside, so there is that comfort. This is, again, a very chic, for those that know, you know, this is, again, that like extra level of perfection and of, again, high level expertise.
It is so gorgeous, made in Italy. So it's a piece
I
that
know,
you're
right?
getting from the folks who know how to carve, know how to high polish. It's a technique and it's an expertise that people apprentice for years and years and years. It is an expertise that is passed down from one generation to the next. We always go to Italy. We're always going to Arezzo, like we always go to the Vincenza Fair, because that's where the best of the best is. And when you talk about 950, I mean, I love it. So it's shinier, it's whiter, it's brighter, it's more luminous. It, kind of makes your heart sing. So yes, 950 silver is not 925. Loving that it's nickel free. So if you've ever had a reaction to nickel in your jewelry, hypoallergenic, so tarnish resistant is something that we love about that. It's a clearance price of under $50. Mother's Day is right around the corner. Maybe it's a graduation piece. Maybe it happens to be that promotional piece that you're giving to somebody because they just got a promotion, or they're going out on their own for the very first time. And, maybe the two rings mean something to you. Maybe it's mother-daughter. Maybe it's for two sisters that, of course, they're not exactly alike. The yin and yang of things, the high polish and the texture, right? I mean, right, exactly. No two really are ever exactly alike. The domed nature is just beautiful. It feels very comfortable on. It's incredibly smooth, so you get the texture experience, but it's not going to catch on something. So if you've got a fine, delicate sweater that you're sliding on over your hand, or you're putting the gauze on, gauzy fabrics and materials, or silks or something, oftentimes we're like, get dressed first, put your jewelry on last. This isn't something that you have to worry about because you don't want it to hook on something or catch on something.
Exactly.
And it's always take jewelry off first, then you take your clothes off. This is something that you don't have to worry about. This could be your day in and day out ring, and you never have to worry, is this going to be damaging to my other, clothing garments that I have on? It's just, it sparkles and shines, and it's not a gemstone. It sparkles and shines because of the precious metal in and of itself. It is $12.18 to try. Our jewelry is like anything else. You've got 30 days to love it or return it. You have free exchanges for size, even in our jewelry. So, my ring size is about a 6, but if I say I ordered a 5 and I've made a boo-boo, send it back to us. We'll send you back the right size. Both directions are free as long as we have the, the right size for you that we can make make you whole that way, that we can actually have it in stock. J420130. When this sells out, the design goes away. You'll see other pieces from Italy, but this design is only here for as long as we have it, or until it sells out, especially at this crazy price, because it's almost $25 off of that regular $73 price tag. So it just makes perfect sense to grab it right now because, Patricia, I mean, wow, is it ever pretty?
It really is. And also, I'm also going to say, Rachel, I've been adoring your glasses for this entire show. I don't know why, but they really frame your face perfectly. But I think also the earrings really do something to it too. I mean, this ring in itself is just beautiful. The artistry in it, you really feel, again, that croissant, the texture of it, the high polish, everything about